Welcome back. Here's the Kovacs report. And it's time to look at Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, #1 by Benjamin Percy and Marcelo Ferreira. Now, this is also a continuation from the Predator Spider-Man book that just finished a few weeks ago, if you didn't know already. You don't need to have read that to read this book because it's completely self-explanatory as you go on. But anyway, I digress. I am going to go through this book page by page. There will be spoilers. Please do read the book first if you don't want to spoil. Like the video if you can and hit subscribe. I'd absolutely love that and I thank you for it in advance. So here we go. Here we go. It's another one of the 20th Century Studios Marvel books and they're going through all the classic characters that we love from the past. So this one, it's all about the Predators. And we start off with Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon here, and they've got this distress signal, right? And it's from a Stark ship, Stark mining ship, and they decide to go out and basically sort of help it out. And they begrudgingly do it because they think Stark's a bit of a billionaire there. They don't really think too highly of him, but they care about the other guys on there, the working stiffs. So they pop over to the ship to rescue them. And of course, the rest of the team's there, and they're all ready to go. They're all ready to go. So they cross into the ship, just the two of them. They're like, we don't need you. It's just a rescue mission. Just stay there, guys. We'll be okay. And they get in and they realize that there's no one there until, of course, Star-Lord gets absolutely blasted. He goes down like a sack of spuds. He is dead. And we get that all too familiar, famous heat vision of the Predator targeting Rocket Raccoon. He swings into action. He's upset, but guess what? It ain't going to help him. The rest of the team gets startled and they come rushing in and they brutally get massacred. I mean, look at his heads fly off, arms getting zapped. Oh, poor old Groot's got snapped in half pretty much. And then we see the Predators +1. So this is where it ties into the Spider-Man Predator miniseries that just finished. Is Kraven was also in that book and he was hunting the Predator, of course, because he's the greatest hunter and he wanted to get the ultimate prey. But what happened was, he defeated Skinner, which was a legendarily badass Predator. And the other Predators that were there, they were a hunting party. They were also on Earth. Read the book to find out. They marked him with a sign, okay, and accepted him as one of them. And he joined them on their ship to go into the galaxy and become the ultimate hunter. So that's what's been happening with Kraven, and that's why you see him standing there. So he zapped him. He says, listen, guys, I told you this would be the right thing to do. We're going to take all these guys down one by one. And what he's done is he's got the whole Marvel U set up for the Predators to come and take them out and kill them brutally one by one. And it's done really well, actually. So we jumped to this Weapon Plus facility in Virginia, and General Charlotte Petz turned up to speak to a chappie here who's not happy about her presence. He's been ordered for her to come in and see what he's getting up to. Now, they haven't produced a weapon in a year, and she's there to get some answers, and she's threatening him to defund them if she doesn't see some results right now. It is not an invitation. It is a request. Show me what you got. So he says, yeah, cool. No worries. Come in. So she comes in, and he allows her to walk into one of the labs where we meet, right, Predator X. So we've got now a new amalgamation, I guess, of Wolverine and a Predator, and it looks pretty cool. We got that classic helmet on there with all the wires and everything. So that was what they're manufacturing now. They're trying to manufacture the ultimate weapon, and this is the latest in Weapon X's sort of twisted visions of what the Ultimate Warrior could be. Now we jump to the dark side of the moon and we see this huge sort of Imperial ship from the Predators land on the moon, ready to do battle. So they have arrived at Earth on Kraven's instruction to start taking out all of these baddies because they want the Earth, of course. They want this Earth. It's the right temperature. It's a good place for them to live and everything else. And of course, there's some sport on there. They can kill some bad guys and some good guys. So that's the thing I noticed. He didn't actually highlight any of the bad guys in this book. Yeah, he's only sent them after the well, actually, there's Doom, so maybe he did. It looks like he's just sending them after the heroes, let's say. So he explains that he's been there a long time, right? And he's sort of earned their trust. He's lived like one of them. He's become one of them. He is now trusted. And the king here, the Predator King, he's got Kraven's word that this will be the place that they can come and live and tap the resources and function on this planet. But he's fighting his way through. He's earning their respect every day. So this is the son of the king. And he's got this vibranium armor, which looks pretty badass. So here we are, the kill list. So there we go. Here's all the heroes. I'm pretty sure I don't see any villains on there, bar Doom. Yeah, there's Ghost Rider up there, Iron Man, Thor, all of them. So here are the targets. And he says, listen, you can kill all these dudes, but there's one trophy that I want. And we see a little picture of Spider-Man, because Kraven, of course, wants Spidey for himself. Now we jump to the other side of the moon, the blue area, where we find the Fantastic Four taking a little coffee break. And we get 2 pages of talking about coffee and the temperature and needing sugar, trying to relax into that family vibe. But basically, they're up there because Reed has this doomsday algorithm, right, which warns him when there's an imminent danger to the Earth. And it happens all the time, apparently. But this one seems a little bit different. So they're up there looking around to see what's going on. And while they're at it, we also find out that Sue's saying, listen, you should take some time sometimes, and family time. You don't always have to be working. There's always a threat. And he's saying, yes, I know, but, you know, there's nothing like the perfect cup of coffee on the moon with a family. And then, basically... I love this part, right? So if the thing needs more sugar in his coffee, I know it's a bit tenuous, but look, play along. So Stretcho here, he pulls out his arm to go and get the sugar, and someone manages to cut it off. I mean, that's pretty difficult to do. It's absolutely chops his arm off, and he's peeing out blood. It looks badass, and then we get the heat vision. The predators have arrived, and they get absolutely butchered. Of course, they single out Sue Storm, because everyone at the moment in every single book is going on and on about how incredible Sue Storm is, and she's a real threat. And I mean, I love Sue Storm, and I love that she is formidable, because she is a quintessentially, you know, the Marvel's a strong female Marvel character, and I love that about her. But we keep getting this rammed into us every comic book we read about how strong Sue Storm is, and everyone else is irrelevant. I mean, they say the Thing and the Human Torch are just accessories to Sue and Reed. So I don't know why they keep doing that. Again, I think it's because the film is focusing on Sue and they really want you to love Sue. But we love Sue anyway. Stop doing it. Anyway, they are dispatched quite quickly. Very quickly indeed. The Thing's quite funny because they realise he's pretty much indestructible and they can keep smashing him, you know, and smashing and smashing him. So what they do is they realise that they have to separate him, and so they send him floating out in space. I'm going to assume that he comes back somehow to save the day. But anyway, Sue's grabbing Reed as he's bleeding out, and he has a little last few words with her. It's a little sort of emotional moment, but he's like warning her, listen, you know, that cut could not have been made by any conventional weapons. There's a blast that happens at the same time that the metal hits me, and the metal must be vibranium. So he's trying to warn her in his dying breath. She's like, don't talk, you know, let's just rest in peace and have this moment together as I watch you pass away. And there we have it. So Sue's obviously going to be really upset. I'm not sure if they're going to kill Sue off, because I think, like I say, all the books are building Sue up to be this like indestructible superhero. So I'm going to assume she's kind of the focal point throughout the rest of this miniseries. But it was fun. It was fun. You take a little bit of a leap here and there, some silly conversation about coffee, but it's all right. It's pretty good fun. The art's okay. It didn't blow me away, but it was nice. It's just a fun story. So like I say, it's a coffee break book, pretty much what the Fantastic Four were doing in this. If you've got a coffee break and you just want to, I don't know, kill a few minutes, having a coffee and your favorite biscuit, pick it up. It's fun. I mean, Benjamin Percy is usually a good bet, and this book is no different. So there we go. Those are my thoughts. I'll be happy to hear what you think of the book. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video.